Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And what a gorgeous shot. This was from this afternoon from our Sky-Fi tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights, our cross camera, catching a very dramatic cumulus and cumulonimbus cloud over the foothills of the Cascades, looking down over the Wenatchee Valley. We did see some showers around north central Washington today. That will continue into tonight as well. And then as we get into tomorrow, even a better chance that we'll see some shower activity. In fact, all of Washington state will see at least a 50% chance of the wet stuff tomorrow, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm. We're not ruling that out as well. And tomorrow will also be the coolest day of the week before we begin to warm up. And that'll be just in time for the upcoming weekend. As you can see, only 62 in Wenatchee tomorrow, 68 Friday, 76 on Saturday, and around 72 on Sunday. We'll have more weather for you coming up a little bit later on. And now here are a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A man who police say was dealing fentanyl pills in the Wenatchee Valley was arrested, and large quantities of drugs and cash were seized last Friday night at a local motel. A Malaga man is charged with 2 counts of animal cruelty for allegedly engaging in sexual contact with dogs. And a motorist faces DUI and other charges after crashing over a retaining wall on Sunset Highway in East Wenatchee. But first, our top story tonight, and we begin with tragic news and what is being investigated as an accidental shooting. An 8-year-old Jacob Munoz of Moses Lake was killed last night after being shot in the chest with a pellet gun by his 13-year-old brother. An emotional Grant County Sheriff's Deputy Kyle Foreman explained what happened and called for the community to pull together with compassion and empathy for the family of the 2 boys.
Around 6:30 p.m., there was an accidental shooting involving a pellet gun along Scott Road in Moses Lake, near the lake. An 8-year-old boy was accidentally shot in the chest by a pellet gun handled by a 13-year-old boy. Despite the efforts of emergency responders, the 8-year-old died at the scene. What we ask is that everyone prays for the family and for the little boy and the little boy's friends and other loved ones. We also ask this: please show compassion and empathy in any of the comments that you make. Sometimes it's easy to be judgmental about situations like this, and that's just isn't the time or place to do it. If you feel the need to do something, come together in unity to support the family and the community that just lost an 8-year-old boy. Again, we're investigating this as a terrible accident.
Also tonight, a man who police say was dealing fentanyl pills in the Wenatchee Valley was arrested, and large quantities of drugs and cash were seized last Friday night at a local motel. According to the Wenatchee Police Department, numerous law enforcement agencies had been trying to locate 41-year-old Brandon Davlar on outstanding warrants. He was found about 8 p.m. Friday at the Moonlight Motor Lodge outside Wenatchee after his vehicle had been towed from the area earlier that day. Several law enforcement agencies, including the Columbia River Drug Task Force, responded to the motel where Davlar was arrested. Police said 400 counterfeit Percocet pills, 2 ounces of methamphetamine, 2 ounces of heroin, and more than $11,000 in cash was seized. In addition to the outstanding warrants, Davlar faces charges of 3 counts of possession with intent to deliver illegal drugs. A Malaga man is charged with 2 counts of animal cruelty for allegedly engaging in sexual contact with dogs. Chelan County prosecutors charged 60-year-old Porfirio Oriestegu in late April after an investigation by Wenatchee Valley Animal Control allegedly found video of him sexually abusing 1 dog. A witness in the case also accused him of abusing a goat. Officers seized 9 dogs from the property back in March. He made his first appearance Tuesday in Chelan County Superior Court and was released on his own recognizance. He faces arraignment on the 2 felony counts on May 26th. A motorist faces DUI and other charges after crashing over a retaining wall on Sunset Highway in East Wenatchee. The Washington State Patrol says 35-year-old Stephen E. Graham, who lists a Yakima address, was arrested after he crashed about 3:45 p.m. yesterday near 27th Street Northeast. Graham was driving north in a 2000 Ford Focus that veered right and crossed over the wall before stopping in a residential yard. He was injured and taken to Central Washington Hospital for treatment. His female passenger was not hurt. Troopers said Graham was impaired at the time of the crash, driving on a suspended license, and made threats while being interviewed. Well, coming up next, a Wenatchee physician is charged with domestic violence and 3 felonies, including witness tampering and computer trespass. A judge granted a restraining order against the Saudi husband in Bethany Vieira al-Hadari's child custody case. Link Transit said it will comply with federal orders and continue to require riders to wear masks on their buses and in their facilities. And the Chelan County Jail's Canine Kate is out and about in the community this week, meeting the public and promoting an online t-shirt fundraiser. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Make being home fun again. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has just what you need to bring fun back into your backyard. We have a wide selection of artesian spas and swim spas, new and used to choose from. We are happy to announce we are now selling Rainbow Kids play structures with 50 models to choose from. To help finish off your entertainment area, we have patio furniture and Komodo Joe grills. At Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, we have just what you need to bring family fun and entertainment to your backyard. Stop by today.
Hi, this is Brian Snyder with Black Rock Asphalt Services here in Wenatchee, your local Black Rock Seal Coat company. Have you looked at your driveway or parking lot lately? Is it gray and oxidized? Does it have cracks that have not been taken care of? Or do you have striping that is pretty much non-existent? Please give us a call locally here, 509-665-9769. Learn more at blackrockasphaltsealcoating.com.
Mary Maids of Wenatchee has been professionally cleaning and sanitizing homes and businesses in North Central Washington since 1998. Mary Maids uses commercial-grade cleaners and viricides. Mary Maids has implemented additional safety and sanitation protocols. They are strictly following CDC guidelines for the safety of their clients and employees. For expert help with cleaning and sanitizing your home or business, call or look up Mary Maids of Wenatchee to schedule your free estimate today.
Welcome back. In another news, a Wenatchee physician is charged with domestic violence and 3 felonies, including witness tampering and computer trespass, after allegedly abusing his spouse and using Confluence Health computer systems to access her private medical information. 37-year-old oncologist Dr. Tyler Buckley began practicing with Confluence Health in 2019. Wenatchee police arrested him in February on suspicion of assaulting his wife. Prosecutors now say he violated a restraining order and accessed her medical records using his physician privileges. Confluence Health says Buckley left their operation last month. His attorney told NCWLIFE Buckley would not comment on the matter. He's scheduled for trial in early August. A Wenatchee woman involved in a child custody battle with her former husband in Saudi Arabia won a continued restraining order to keep the child here in the United States. Bethany al-Hadari has spent 16 months in Chelan County Court trying to maintain custody of her 5-year-old daughter amid a divorce. In March, Judge Kristen Ferreira ruled that orders from a Saudi family court could not be honored in the case because Saudi Arabia laws don't recognize the basic rights of women and girls. On Monday, Ferreira set a parenting plan and a restraining order barring the child's father from taking her out of Washington state. The father has said he will appeal. Link Transit said he will comply with federal orders and continue to require riders to wear masks on their buses and in their facilities. Link issued the statement Tuesday saying recent changes in CDC guidelines that eased masking recommendations didn't apply to public transportation. Link said the federal requirement was issued February 2nd and is due to be in effect until September 13th. Well, as we take you to break, the Chelan County Jail's K9 Kate is out and about in the community this week, meeting the public and promoting an online t-shirt fundraiser. Kate has been working at the Chelan County Regional Justice Center since last November as a narcotics detection dog and is already credited with stopping drugs from entering the jail 38 times. The K9 program is funded primarily through donations and fundraisers. The t-shirts are available for $20 each on the CustomInc.com website. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Somewhere behind these doors is a family member, often alone, taking care of a loved one with Alzheimer's or some other disability, or providing care for a loved one who is not ill but only aging and no longer able to care for themselves. In the field of caregiving, this is the home front. For the home is where most Americans will live out their last days. Contact Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington for a variety of services including caregiving, meals, and medication help.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. The former local headquarters of the Washington Department of Transportation is now slated for demolition starting in June. The city of Wenatchee last week approved a $931,000 contract to knock down the office center and outbuildings, which were deeded to the city in 2020. In tonight's feature story, Mayor Frank Kuntz told the council until that's done and a planned intersection is installed, the property won't be attractive to potential developers.
We're anxious to get the buildings down. WashDOT is ready to do some of their environmental work behind the shop, but they don't want to do it until the shop's gone. And so they're waiting for us to get the buildings down so they can go do their environmental work. So we really seems like this is the right time to get it done. We got developers sort of kicking tires out there, but I don't think they see the true vision yet until those buildings are down and you can see the expanse of the property that's there. So again, would have wished we would have gotten more bidders. Ascendant was the one that tore down the building at the college and then came and did the Northwest Wholesale stuff and did great work, and were very responsive, and so they're clearly quality people and do great work. So I think it's staff recommendation and mine that we go ahead and get this thing started.
And remind me what our property is worth out there once these buildings are down?
Oh boy, some of it's $30 a foot, some of it's probably $15 a foot, so somewhere around $5 million, something like that.
More than pay for the extra expense.
Yes, yeah. Again, overall, when we get all the way through this, I anticipate that we'll probably be in the red a little bit on this whole project versus the black. But again, we're continuing to get money passed through for the state to help with the road projects and some of those sorts of things. So we're continuing to plug away at it. We got some money from the PUD to help with some stuff, and so we're getting it. But the people that are looking want to see the buildings down and they want to see the intersection built, and then we're going to get some action. So this is the first step.
Let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to the details, another dramatic shot outside our weather window this afternoon. This is from the Wenatchee Heights area. The cross camera looking down at a very dramatic picture. And you can see this is what we were seeing this afternoon and continue to see here in our early evening hours. It'll continue tonight too. Some rain showers. A lot of that is virga, which means you can see the streaks, but that's moisture that doesn't quite reach the ground. It makes it about 3/4 of the way down, but that's about it. But some locations, don't get me wrong, did see some some rain this afternoon. High temperature-wise, boy, it was a cool one today. 62 unofficially our high temperature. That's 11 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. It was a cold start to the morning, too. 43 was our overnight low, and that's 7 degrees below where we should be. Record high was back in 1993, and boy, May was a hot 1993. 88 degrees, I should say 93 was hot in May. 34 degrees our record low, and that was set in 1975. We have been stuck on 2.66 inches of moisture for about the last 7 weeks, and that now is about 8/10 below where we should be for this time of year, but that all could change by the time we get together tomorrow. Sunrise 5:19, sun sets tonight at 8:36. Let's take a look at your Thursday weather now, and once again it's going to stay cool. In fact, unseasonably cool all over north central Washington. A good chance for rain tomorrow. 61 for Moses Lake, 61 as well in Ephrata, about 62 in the Wenatchee area, 61 in Kashmir, and 62 the high in Chelan as well. As we take a look at the surface loop tonight, we're still going to see a little bit of breezy conditions. High pressure here, low pressure here, and in the middle usually we're caught up in the windy conditions, but this area of low pressure will continue to bring clouds up into Montana with snow and then into our area on Thursday. It could be a little bit breezy once again tomorrow too, and we're not even ruling out a thunderstorm at times in the afternoon tomorrow. There is a 50% chance of the wet stuff. We're going to stay cool too, as we just showed you, with highs mainly between about 60 and 63 degrees. For Friday, mostly cloudy skies. We're going to stay with about a 20% chance of scattered showers. It will be slightly warmer on Friday, even though we'll stay in the upper 60s, but that will all come to an end as we get into the upcoming weekend. Look at all the clear skies, warmer temperatures. We'll see highs on Saturday in the low to mid 70s. As we get you into Sunday, mostly cloudy skies, and once again, this area of low pressure will begin to bring some clouds and maybe some shower activity our way. I think it'll be in the afternoon on Sunday, and as we move into Monday then, things will quiet down once again. Mostly sunny skies. It will be dry and mild. There is an area of low pressure here, but it's not really doing anything. It will kind of disappear as we make our way through the week. High temperatures on Monday in the mid 70s, and then as we get to the end of our forecast on Tuesday, once again a big ridge of high pressure begins to move our way. That'll mean some breezy conditions. It will be mild with high temperatures Tuesday in the mid 70s. Take a look at your 7-day forecast. 44 degrees overnight tonight, so a little bit chilly once again. Cloudy and a 50% chance of rain tomorrow, a little breezy in 62. And then we begin our slow warm-up as we get into the weekend. 68 Friday, 74 Saturday, maybe a shower or two Sunday, and 73. See a nice start to our week Monday and Tuesday with mostly sunny to sunny skies. High temperatures then, mainly in the mid-70s. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. Well, not a happy day if you're a Mariner fan. For the second time in 13 days, the M's have been no-hit, this time by Detroit's Spencer Turnbull, and a 5-0 loss last night at T-Mobile Park. It was the 5th no-hitter in Major League Baseball this season and the 8th in Tiger history. Turnbull used 117 pitches to earn the no-no, striking out 8 and facing just 2 batters over the minimum.
The 2-2 to Henniger. Got it. Look at it.
Front door slider locked up Henniger. The ball was kind of at his left hip. Really enjoy life.
Here's the 2-2, and he blows away Torrens. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and missed. There's the pitch you're looking for. 4th punch out of the night for Spencer Turnbull. Let's see what he gets. The 2-2. He got him swinging. Spencer Turnbull, back-to-back strikeouts to end the 4th.
You know, we don't know for a fact.
Another 3-2.
Good pitch.
On the ground to short. Spencer Turnbull has faced one over the minimum through 5.
That he was supposed to hit. Look at that.
Kelnick on the ground to Cabrera. Another 1-2-3 inning.
At that point, it wasn't.
2-1 to Haniger.
Oh,
Clubbed by
yes.
Candelario. What a play! Oh, baby! Saved extra bases down the line, snared it, and threw out Haniger to start the 7th. Every special night needs a couple of special defensive plays. This is the first one for Detroit.
Yeah, you nailed it there, Shep. It seems like you have to have everything lined up, and you need some defense like this.
The 2-2. Sits him down.
Beautiful.
Third time that he struck out Kyle Lewis here tonight. The payoff. He struck him out. Spencer Turnbull owns Seattle through 8. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. One away in the 9th.
8th strikeout.
Now to the top of the order, Jared Kelnick. Broken back grounder. There's one. The relay. Gets by Cabrera, actually hit Kelnick. He's done it! Spencer Turnbull throws the 8th no-hitter in Tigers history.
Seattle was also no-hit May 5th by Baltimore's John Means, becoming only the 5th team in Major League history to be no-hit twice in this short of span. Mitch Haniger says Seattle hitters are not happy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not a good feeling to be no-hit ever. Hopefully this is the last time we feel this season, and just got to keep showing up to the field every day, putting in the work. I was talking, each hitter just needs to make their individual adjustment and try to build off the day before and try to, whatever you might be struggling with right now, we're starting to get to that point where most of the guys in the lineup have had enough at bats where they need to start finding their groove and finding what they need to do and start making adjustments. It's a tough game. The guy threw the ball really well, and it happens, but obviously nobody's okay with it. Nobody's in here laughing. It doesn't feel good, so just got to come out tomorrow and put in the work.
Manager Scott Servais says Turnbull deserves credit, but Seattle needs to do a better job generating offense up and down the lineup.
Getting no hit is never pretty hard to put a positive spin on it, quite frankly. You have to give credit to their guy, Turnbull. He was ahead in the count all night. He really was. And he mixed it up. He used got the breaking ball going. He's got a good 2-seam fastball. But, there were some pitches, in the middle of the plate that we did not square up. Mitch hit a couple balls hard, but, there wasn't a whole lot, obviously, to talk about offensively. And quite frankly, we have to be better than that. There's no other way to put it. Again, throwing a no-hitter in any league, anywhere, is a difficult feat, and you have to give a ton of credit to their pitcher for keeping it together and finishing it off. But disappointed. Obviously, we've got to be better than that. We had some pitches to hit tonight, and we did not hit them. So on the flip side, I thought Justin Dunn threw the ball very well tonight. He had good off-speed stuff. He was ahead in the count early in the game. His fastball had good life. He did his job to give us a chance, but obviously the story tonight is the no-hitter again, and it's disappointing. We have to get better. I know we have a young team, and some of this is growing pains, but there's a competitiveness that has to take over in ball games like that and making adjustments, and we're just not getting it done.
This was Seattle's 7th game of the season with 3 hits or less over the last 7 games. Mariners are averaging just 3 runs on 4 hits. League worst batting average now is at 199. Seattle will try to salvage the final game of that 3-game set tonight. 7:10, Logan Gilbert facing Tariq Skubal. Yankees hit 3 doubles in a 5-run 4th inning on its way to a 7-4 win over Texas. As we check the American League West, Cleveland brought 9 men to the plate in a 5-run 1st inning, highlighted by Jose Ramirez's 2-run home run in the Indians' 6-5 win over the Angels. Shohei Ohtani, by the way, hit his leading 14th homer in the loss for Los Angeles. Ramon Laureano's sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 9th to score Mark Canha helped Oakland walk off a win over Houston. The A's rallied with runs in each of its final 4 innings to earn that victory. Well, the Wenatchee Valley Thunder lacrosse boys team was on the road in the Tri-Cities last night. Despite battling hard, fell to Chiawana by a score of 10-8. Thunder saw its record fall to 5-5 overall, 5-4 in league play. They prepare to face a non-league opponent on Saturday. Snohomish will have that game live here on the NCWLIFE channel this Saturday at 1 o'clock from Lee-Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. I'll be joined by Brandon Parker with the play-by-play. Also, lacrosse will be the first of 2 broadcasts Saturday here on NCWLIFE. Later Saturday, Grant Olson will be courtside at Wenatchee High School, where the Panther boys will host Davis in Big 9 basketball. Pregame starts at 6:20, tip at 6:30. Girls bowling season gets underway today around North Central Washington. Yes, bowling. Wenatchee on the road at Davis at Minda Lanes. Eastmont hosting Ike at Eastmont Lane. Sela visiting Moses Lake at Lake Bowl. Many Seahawks fans watching the NFL draft last month probably said, who? When Seattle used his second-round pick to select Dwayne Eskridge. The 5'9" wide receiver is out of Western Michigan and was certainly unheralded coming into the draft. The one thing he has shown so far in Seahawks rookie minicamp is his speed.
He's a very powerful guy. He's about 191 or 2 pounds, but he's built really strong and built really solid, and you can see the explosiveness. Gets off the line of scrimmage really quickly and certainly has the burst. So that was really fun to see. It's what we were hoping to see, and so we're pleased with the first showing.
What has stood out to you about him the first couple of days, seeing him in person, getting your eyes on him?
Probably more than anything, his attitude. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants to be. He's going to prove it that he belongs. That's probably as valuable as anything he could have and bring to this, to our club. He's talented. You can see it already that he's quick and explosive. He's caught the ball well. Also got good strong hands. So he's made nothing but good impressions so far. But I'm really fired up about his attitude because he's here to prove something, and that always brings out the best in guys.
Eskridge, meanwhile, says he likes to use his experience as a running back in his approach to playing wide receiver.
Yeah, so I played running back all of high school, all of middle school, pretty much since I started playing football. And then once I got to college, I started playing receiver. So, I always been a running back in heart. I played a receiver like a running back in a sense when it comes to physicality and how fast I get in and out of stuff. So I always love running backs. Some of my favorite players in the NFL are running backs, so I just try to follow them and keep on doing what I do.
Hoping for good things from Dwayne Eskridge. That's a look at sports. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And as we leave you tonight, thanks to the Washington Department of Transportation maintenance worker, a bag that had been left on top of a car has been returned to its owner after a relatively lengthy journey on Interstate 90. WashDOT posted a photo on Twitter of the worker and a bag saying a driver had called saying they'd left it on the roof of their car at Travelers Rest Stop near the summit of Snoqualmie Pass. The maintenance worker spotted the bag near North Bend, a westbound journey of about 24 miles before it finally ended its surfing adventure. And remember, if you have a video of the day that you'd like to see on the NCWLIFE Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCWLIFE channel. Now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on the Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
Thank you, Grant. Tomorrow, Thursday, is National Be a Millionaire Day. Yeah, National Be a Millionaire. Reminds me of the great Yogi Berra story. He was asked by a reporter one time, what would you do if you just found $1 million? Lying on the street, and Yogi Berra said, I'd track the guy down, and if he was poor, I'd give him his money back. National Be a Millionaire Day is tomorrow. We'll celebrate that. Plus news, sports, weather, and everything you need to start your Thursday. Invite you to join us tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., live and local for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
If you are looking for dependable car service and repair, visit the good guys at Quick Lube and Tune. They've been keeping cars and trucks in the Wenatchee Valley running smooth for 35 years. Quick Lube and Tune is your hometown shop for a 10-minute oil change, complete tune-ups, alignments, brakes, mufflers, air conditioning service, and more. Get more life out of your vehicle by bringing it to the local guys you can trust at Quick Lube and Tune on South Wenatchee Avenue.